Donald Trump's handling of this matter is one of the worst I have ever seen. Literally just put out fake information. Like, I'm not actually suggesting Trump should do this. I'm saying if the Trump administration was competent on the matter, based on what we know about the story, if we assume it to be true, like, let's just entertain a hypothetical Trump is doing this all on purpose. It's 5D chess. Fine, whatever. I doubt it. This is not how you handle if there's incriminating evidence or embarrassing information in the files. He's drawing more attention to it, making the whole thing worse. He could literally instruct everybody just to never talk about it again, and it would go away.
You think so?
People are already bored of it.
Yeah.
And it's a massive story that needs to be exposed. I'm with Massey and Ro Khanna. We should have these documents published. But Trump is just fanning the flames to keep it going.
Why do you think that is?
Incompetence.
I mean, like, is the idea here that this is the most incompetent thing he's ever done?
That's fascinating because it appears that this is one of the only times he's on the backside of an 80-20 issue.
I don't think that it's incompetence because he's not a stranger to messaging. Like, he's really good at messaging. He's really good at marketing himself. I don't know what the deal is. I think the most likely scenario is that he doesn't want to be associated with it, and so he doesn't want the information to come out because it associates him with it. But I don't think that it's an incompetence thing because he's so good with messaging everywhere else.
Yeah. I mean, he's a guy that stood up and said, "Fight, fight, fight," after he got shot.
Yeah.
This is a guy that understands image, and to your point, but a little more nuanced. I think, look, he is the president. He's been the president before. Even he has seen the damage and the consequences of a fragment of a sentence used in a CIA or in a President Obama's thing. A fragment of a sentence, a fragment of him being associated with Epstein can turn into being blown up for months or days, whatever. And so I suspect that might be part of it. I don't suspect that he's in there in a damaging way, but he is all about image, and he's all about, I mean, remember during COVID, he never wore a mask.
Yeah.
He absolutely never wore a mask. When the day after he was shot, he called me the next morning and asked if I was okay. But I talked to him 7 times that day. But he also, at the end of the day, I said, "Why did you say fight, fight, fight?" And he said, "Well, I wasn't Donald Trump in that moment. I was representing the United States of America. I had to project strength. I had an obligation in that role to project strength, all the grit and the exceptionalism and the never back down that we're supposed to stand for." And so when you think that way, when you want to project a certain image, not just of yourself, but you take it to the next level and you want to project it about the country, that I think that gives a little more insight as to maybe why he doesn't want this out, even if the likelihood that it's not something in there that would be damaging to him. It would just be annoying.
Unverified hearsay could be some serious stuff.
It could be.
And they'll make the argument that you can't prosecute someone on unverified hearsay, but the hearsay could be like Trump was with underage girls and Epstein doing who knows what. And so Trump is going to be like, you can't release that, even though it's not going to be strong enough evidence for any kind of prosecution. Court of public opinion doesn't work that way. But again, that being said, it doesn't explain how Trump is handling it the way he is, which is the stupidest mishandling of any kind of story I've ever seen.
This has been going on for how long now? Like, this is dragged out over like our news cycle is so lightning fast now. The fact that this has dominated the news cycle for as long as it has is the proof that it's being handled poorly.
Well, can I just tell you guys one thing? And this might shock you, but this is the way I do reporting. I go out and I talk to people. And when this first broke, the first place I was at was a rodeo. You can't get more centrally located with people that are Trump supporters or more patriotic. Have y'all ever been to a big rodeo? It's literally the best time ever. Anyways, I asked 72 people. Not one person cared about this to the level that you see on social media.
This is
and and I often feel as a reporter that I straddle two different worlds, right? I straddle a world where the people that, just regular people live, exist, play, and think about what's important. And then I straddle the other world, which is very online. And it's really a challenge to figure out, well, what is the most meaningful? What's having the most impact?
Thanks for checking out this clip from Timcast IRL. Make sure to watch the show live Monday through Friday at 8 p.m. Subscribe to this channel, and we will see you all there.